Welcome to day 42 of the 300 Movie Challenge. Today we watched the highest grossing film of November 1997, which was Bean.
Just how you said it, like, summarizes this movie. It's like, this was Bean? Like, that's just how, like, we felt the entire time. We're just like, okay. Like, that was basically my reaction to the entirety of the movie.
I don't even know what we can say about it because it was
so, like,
everything we expected.
Honestly, I thought it would be funnier.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. It just came off as more awkward and more like creepy, honestly. Like, okay, I'll be honest. This kind of character is what I was afraid Forrest Gump might be. And he wasn't.
Okay.
He was much more interesting than this. I liked him. I actually liked him. This guy, I'm just like, can you go away, please? Like, he's just not. You don't want to look at him. He's just weird. And like, I get the whole thing about he's like, oh, it's like a child in a man's body or whatever. And I get that he has like his own kind of established character and he's had his own show or something. I didn't watch it, of course, but I at least know that it's there, and so I at least know about it. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's just, I don't see him as like an enjoyable person to watch. It's like every time he's on screen, he's just doing something weird and creepy, and like that's the joke. The joke is like, oh, he does something weird, and everyone looks at him like he's weird, and like that's it. It's like, hooray! It was a little bit funny at like the first like 5 minutes, but then they never did anything with it.
Yeah.
So it's
there
just,
were some like parts that were awkwardly funny just because we were like, did that actually happen?
Yeah. And then, I mean, like, okay, I hate to be like the technical person to like pick apart things, especially in a movie like this, but like,
in the mirror part.
no, okay, that's that weird thing. There was a scene where he's like in the police thing, and there's like a one-way mirror, and I swear that it looked like his reflection was not perfectly following him. It was really weird. It was like an uncanny kind of like subliminal thing for me that like I couldn't really tell. But no, I was gonna say, like, first of all, the laxative thing.
Oh yeah.
Like literally like immediate like shitting. It's like doesn't work like that.
Yeah, I remember I commented, I was like, was this just something they always did in the 90s? Because they did that in Dumb and Dumber too.
Yeah, that's a fairly common like comedy things from a while, and it's like I literally don't even think I've seen laxatives like besides like at CVS. So it's like it's just kind of weird. It's like, okay.
Pretty sure they're not instantaneous. If anyone has experience with that and would care to comment,
share your bowel movements in the comments section below.
But we're pretty certain that that's not how it works.
Yeah. And then okay, the whole like last 20 minutes comes out of nowhere and feels completely irrelevant.
I was about to say, like, the movie could have ended 20 minutes prior. It could have at least ended on a kind of, like, it would have made sense with the rest of the movie and everything. Because the movie had to do with, like, the whole art thing and everything.
Yeah, it finishes the plot, basically.
Yeah.
And then it just adds something else. They're like, oh, there's a car accident and he's confused as a doctor somehow just because he was holding a stethoscope thingy.
Oh wait, it was a motorcycle accident, right? Or was it?
Oh yeah, it was a motorcycle accident. And then it's how he like just somehow just taking the bullet out of somebody magically heals them. It stops like bleeding and stuff, and it's like, no, if anything, that'd make the bleeding worse because you took it out of him, right? The bullet was like blocking the hole or whatever. And then the whole thing with the defibrillator, which made absolutely no fucking sense, because that's not how those work. So it's just, again, I get it's like a silly, stupid like thing that's not supposed to be taken seriously, but stuff like that just bothers me because it's like so fundamentally basic that it's like, and the thing is, they didn't like need those scenes to work that way, or else like the movie is ruined, right? It's like, no, you should kind of thought of something more clever that like is actually true. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just I guess it's not terrible. It's almost like it's just so harmless at the end of the day, right? It's like you can't be mad at it because it's just like, it's fucking Bean. Like, who cares, right? It's just so it's I don't hate it, but I definitely would never watch it again.
No, but I do like him better than Jim Carrey.
That's not hard to do.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
the very least. So we kind of went into this thinking it would be a harmless comedy, and it was. So that's
Yeah.
pretty much what we expected. It's just that I guess we kind of expected more clever slapstick. I don't know.
Yeah, it was really not slappy at all.
No.
Very little slappy. So yeah, it was just kind of him being strange and people looking at him strange, and that's the movie.
It kind of continuing for the rest of like an hour and a half.
Yeah, and again, this is a very short movie. It's one of the shortest movies we're going to be watching, but it didn't even really. It kind of felt like a little bit long at some points. Did you kind of
It's
feel
because
that
of-
way?
It
Like,
definitely
yeah.
felt long towards the last 20 minutes.
Yeah,
because
yeah, it
you're
came out
like,
of
what
nowhere.
more is there? to
Where it's
see?
trying to be serious, but it really didn't have to be
Yeah.
because it's Bean.
And it's
you
like,
know?
oh, and you notice how they had like a 3-minute like montage near the end, and
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
okay, this was clearly done just to like pad out the runtime. Because
Yeah.
it's like completely unnecessary, and I think there's something like in terms of some monetary thing or like theater rights or something where it's like your film has to be over a certain length of time to like do something. Like that's why like all movies are pretty much at least 90 minutes or something.
Oh.
Right? I
Yeah.
think there's some. I don't know what it is. Someone probably in the comments be like, "You're totally wrong," but like whatever. It's something like that. It's like how YouTube, if your videos are longer than 10 minutes, you can place multiple ads in them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
oh
like
yeah.
people always try to get it. It's like, oh, 10 minutes, 2 seconds, aha, right? So it's something to do with that. I think it's about 90 minutes for film. So, it felt like that in terms of this. Is like, oh shit, like we need to add like 2 minutes. What do we do? Random montage that's not related, and also another plot line which takes up 20 minutes that's unrelated.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just it's Bean, like fucking.
They probably could have cut that all out and just added the part where he was leaving out of the airport, I think.
Yeah. But then I
That
guess it
would've-
would be just the length of a normal episode because this show ran like 60 minutes or did it run 30?
Well, even if the show says 60 minutes, I mean, it's not ever
There's
actually 60
commercials and
minutes.
stuff.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah,
usually
that's
like a
true.
45-minute thing, if that.
That's true.
I don't know. I'll see if I can find it anywhere. But yeah, it's just again, it's Bean. Who cares? It's so harmless.
But it's still like the third or fourth best movie of this year.
Yeah, that's the really, really sad thing. That it's just yeah. Oh my god, it's. That's
There's
how-
really
that's
not
how I
much to
feel.
say.
Yeah, and the
There
thing,
isn't much more to say, no.
oh, I see. The Mr. Bean TV show episodes were 26 minutes long.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
So, yeah,
TV movie length.
yep, and there you go. It's fucking Bean. Next movie. Oh no.
I'm sure you guys already know what it is.
Yeah.
We're not gonna drop the title, but we know that you know. So
I'm
just
just
prepare.
not even going to say anything.
I'm sorry for the horrible pun that I said the other time.
You better be sorry.
I'm not going to say it again, but they know what it is.
We'll see it coming.
I believe it. Bye.
Tara quits. It's over. We're done. We're stopping.
I was gonna say another bad pun, but I think she'll strangle me.
We made it. How was this? 13% of the way. I don't know. I can't math. Fuck it. Whatever. We're done. Stop the goddamn recording. We're moving on. Just pain.
Bye!
Ugh.